What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got a great day of tech news and a couple of questions, so let's get to it. Our first story of the day is about the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition. It's real, it's coming. What are the specs going to be? Let's do this. So the information that's coming out is that it's going to have a 6.4 inch 120 hertz full HD plus dynamic AMOLED 2X display, 50 megapixel main with OIS, optical image stabilization, 12 megapixel ultra wide 3X telecameras, Exynos 2200 processor, so it's not going to run a Snapdragon, it's going to have the Exynos 2200, 4500 milliamp battery with 25 watt charging, 15 watt wireless charging, and 4.5 wireless reverse wireless charging. You can get it in either 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of storage. One UI 6 will be launching with it, and the price will be around $599. So this phone should be out, I think, fairly soon. Probably by like July or August or something like that is when it should come out. I definitely won't be picking this one up, but is this better than, getting a really good deal on an S23? Definitely not, but in some ways it comes pretty close to it. So keep your eyes peeled on this. $599 isn't too bad of a price. As you can see from the headline, Galaxy Z Flip 5 price in Europe leaks out at 1,299 euros, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. If this turns out to be true, that is a massive price jump. I think that's like $300 more than the last generation. I will be really surprised if that ends up being true, that they increase the price of the Z Flip line by $300. I just can't imagine they would do something like that. I can see a slight price increase, but $300, I don't know if this story will be true, but if it is, it's a really bad thing. They're trying to sell more of these things, not less of these. So to increase the price that much over the last generation, I know it has that bigger outside display and a better processor and slightly better cameras, but that is insane. Next up is the killer of all killers for foldable phones. It's looking like it's going to kill the Z Fold 5. It's going to kill the Pixel Fold as well, at least in terms of specs and just overall in there. This is like looking like maybe the foldable to get in just a specs kind of way. Now, obviously software plays a big part of this, but the OnePlus Fold is a serious beast. Check these out. These are the specs for the OnePlus Fold. 7.8 inch 2K 120 hertz AMOLED display on the inside. The outer display will be 6.3 inches 120 hertz AMOLED display. It'll run a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, which would be the same as the Z Fold 5, 16 gigs of RAM, which is a massive amount of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. Maybe they'll offer more storage. That's probably one of the weaker points, I guess, if you look at it. 4,800 milliamp battery, 67 watt wired charging, the fastest on an American released foldable phone, 48 and 64 megapixel cameras, 32 megapixels on the outside, 20 megapixels on the inside, running Oxygen OS 13.1 / Android 13. It has an alert slider and a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. This is insane. We heard it was gonna have an 8-inch display. Obviously that's not true. And then the outside display should be a little mixture of how the Fold 5 will look like on the outside and how the Pixel Fold looks like on the outside. So it won't be as wide and as tall as those phones, but it should be somewhere in the middle. I think it might be the best out of all of these that ends up being, and I like it has a bigger inside display. I like it has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. It's got tons of RAM, fast charging. Man, there's a lot to like about this phone right now. It's looking like a freaking beast, and August release. It's only 2 months away. When we find out the price and is there any IP rating on there and things like that, I will let you guys know. But let me know your thoughts on this OnePlus Fold. Do you think it's looking like a beast, or are you not really that turned on by it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's jump into our Q&A. Pixel Pete's asking, so with preferred care, which is the care for the Pixel Fold and any Pixel phone, you're only covered against accidental damage after the warranty period ends. That is exactly how it was worked in this video. Is this the case? Preferred care is a complete ripoff. No, it's not the case. If you go to their page, it's covered from the day that you get it. Just search preferred care Pixel and it'll bring you exactly to what I'm talking about. It's covered from the day that you have it to the day you stop paying, or up to 2 years, depending upon how you do it. So that's not correct. But you're covered. It's not, if you break it during the first year, you are covered. That's what you're saying is incorrect. What I'm saying is correct. And the last question from Yumi saying, Greggles TV and anyone who has the Pixel Fold, no one has answered this question. Is the Pixel Fold worth $1,800 based off now and not what may happen down the line with the product? I mean, it's all up to, I can answer it, but I mean, it's not gonna really be an answer. It's really up to every person. Is that fit into your budget? You know, do I think every phone is, no, is the Galaxy Fold worth 1,800 bucks? Is the Pixel Fold? It's perspective. For me, it's worth it because I love those phones. For someone that doesn't love folding phones, or somebody that doesn't have the money, or someone that doesn't want to pay the money, then no, it's not worth it. That's what it comes down to, is that technology potentially replacing 2 devices for you? Is that technology of that folding phone amazing? So for the Pixel Fold, I personally find it worth it, but I can see why some people wouldn't. If you guys have a question, leave it in the comments down below. Put a hashtag, put the word question after it, and then ask your question. We'll get it answered in tomorrow's video. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road.